What's up everybody and welcome back to the new YouTube video. We're back in for push today with the hombre, Mr. TMCYCLES, the man, the myth, the legend, and we just want to show you a little bit of the best things that you can do to help your training partner. And I think a lot of you guys out there are going to be watching this who do train with training partners. I'm sure a lot of you do train on your own, but we're going to give you some nice good tips here to how you can get your partner to get the most out of their session and vice versa. So we're in for push again. I know the last session was push, but I'm hitting push every 3 days because I am trying to grow my chesticles and everything else around it. So let's get into this session. First up is the warm-up. We'll meet you over there. So for those of you guys who have been following me for a long time on the channel, you know I've had a little bit of a rotator cuff injury. I've actually kind of got that somewhat diagnosed, and I'm very weak in external rotation and being able to hold my shoulder and my scapula in that position. So I've been prescribed some exercises that I've been doing to try and improve and increase that strength in that position. So something that I do here is I tend to use a cable versus a dumbbell because it adds that resistance pulling back. So we're going to come up to a right angle. We're going to externally rotate into a position where we're fully comfortable, and then going to fully press up into a shoulder press, and then lower that eccentric with emphasis on that eccentric because it's where I feel the weakest. That loading into internal rotation is where I feel weak. So that's what I'm going to load up. Safety first, D-handles, under shoulders. I actually had a question on this. So the perfect example right here is, watch me sit in this position. Like this is where I want to press from, actually, and this is where I press to in depth. This, I can't even get in, because you can see my elbow difference. I can't get in there because it's pulling my shoulder back into position. When you're already in a weak position, if you add load to that position, especially when we're going to get like 6 plates on it, it's not smart for that joint health, that joint structure. So something as easy as this, whole load of pain-free. Right. Good. Stay on now. Oh, it's moving now. Come on. Good. Come on.
Yeah, one.
Good. Moving. Come on. Press. Good. Good touch it.
I'll just take 6. I'll take 6.
Yeah, there's a big tactical aspect of just taking those reps when they're there. That's what, 7.5 kilo last week on each side?
15
Yeah, so 15 kilo up in total. You've got 6 reps there. Play it smart. Get back off.
Yeah, perfect. Good, yes. Stay on that. Good, easy. Come on. Good. Breathing now, let's go. Big fucking breath there. Hey! Yeah. Easy. Yeah, all on you. Let's try and get it again. Up. You with me? 1. Good. Strong man.
So we're doing the exact same thing here as what we were doing with the D-handles. Just gonna put us in a much stronger position. You see, it just gives you that extra couple of inches not to be in that weird position that everyone seems to love being in. That move, right? That first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That first one puts you off. I think one good thing to note is take note of how much we're warming up. A rep, 2 reps, feel the weight. We've just done 2 top sets. I see way too many people doing 6, 7, 8 reps on every single warm-up set. You know, like 8 on here, 8 on here, 8 on here, 8 on here. I'm thinking you've taken all your energy reserves for that top set away from your warm-up. So just think about acclimatizing to the load rather than putting more volume through. It's much better way to go about it.
Yeah. Ping it down. First Again, yeah. Strong. Good. Good. Locked in. Nice, Josh. Again. Good.
Hey.
Good. Good. Up. All on you.
Stillness.
Yeah. You on that mid. Yeah. That's gone now.
Fuck. There's got to be a point in your set. Then you know it's gone. Because there's going to be a transfer of like your partner going bent over row and trying to get it up. So when it's done, it's up to you and your training partner to go, that's done, leave it. Because sometimes people are very stubborn and they want to finish it. But that like 20 seconds you're trying to get that final rep up, that is a lot of energy. It's not needed, so cut it short. But listen to your training partner who's watching. Let's go. Beautiful. Come on, lock in.
Oh!
Good. Rest. Good against that pad. Come on. There's more. Perfect.
Hey.
Good.
Dang.
Rest. Good. Come on now. Come on. Control.
Ah!
Yeah.
I like skin handles as well.
Get good depth on it. Get no form for this hand here. Fuck the form police.
Those carburetors. Again. Good. Stronger. Good. One. Good. Move. Come on. Maybe a little bit me. Yeah.
Good. Come on, you know it gets hard now. Push through that bit. Yeah. Come on. Stay tight. Nice.
Hey!
Left hand.
Always. Beautiful. Nice and strong here. Now I'll kick in a little more. Yeah. Beautiful.
Oh. Feel that. Contract that delt hard.
Let's go 2.
Yes, good. Come on now. Up.
Dang!
Yeah, that's the movement about me.
Yep.
Come on. Smooth.
Beautiful. Yes, nice.
Those little acts of disco fingers, it's sensation that you're feeling. You're thinking, I need to fucking crunch those fingers. Whenever someone touches my chest, I'm thinking I'm gonna crunch those fingers. So little acts like that, a little bit more tension on the delt.
Easy. All in. You. Yeah. Now we work. Beautiful. Oh. Yeah.
It's also down to you to tell your partner when they need to come in. When you look like you're struggling, you might just be in that range of motion where it's hard to get through. But if you know you've got more, that's up to you to tell your partner. And you say, no, I've got it. Okay, now with me. So think about that as well. Final pushing exercise. Just a flat pec deck fly. Using the D handles on there just to give us our own unique rotation at the wrist. I've said that 1,000 times on this channel, and I'll say it 1,000 times again. I think another point that I wanted to touch on, training with a training partner indirectly makes you rest more. And I think another issue with which a lot of people have, is they rush their sets. They wait 2 minutes and they're back in. When if you look at the muscle and trying to generate as much of that motor unit as possible, that muscle unit, that muscle essentially to recruit as much muscle of that as possible, you want to be pushing it to failure. So ideally, under as much load as possible, you'd want to fully recover. And if we look at things like ATP, creatine phosphate, both of those two immediate energy sources that we use in exercises like this, they're not going to replenish for at least 2 minutes, at least 2.5 minutes. So give it 2.5 minutes, then give it to when you're mentally ready as well, because some of these top sets are so mentally taxing that you've got to consider, you've got to do that again and again and again. So when you're ready, then go. Don't worry about 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute rest times. When you're ready, you can do that. And then we'll talk about other things later on.
Good. Second wind there, Josh. Second wind, mate. Again. Yeah. Done?
Cheers.
Yeah, man. Up. Elbows. Ooh. Ooh.
Good. Come on now.
One.
You get that point, you rotate out.
Yeah. Hands in and out. Yeah. Good. Yes. Open it up. Yeah. Look at that thing, he puts his eyeballs out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's make these count. A good way to determine when you're failing on a tricep exercise is when you start to really internally rotate that shoulder in order for you to get it perfectly straight. Internal rotation is not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're loading up quite a lot of weight and you're straining to get it out, you're probably in a position where it's a bit too heavy. Back off a bit.
Get strong.
This is another huge benefit of what you would have saw in the last push session, which I didn't have, when I was screaming for a spot. Like, we've pressed, we've annihilated, we've flied, we've lateral raised, we're tired, mentally, physically. Now we can hold each other accountable to the last rep on the last set. I can see I'm tired, I can see Tom's tired, but this is where it counts. This is where we have to dig a little bit deeper to try and get those results that we want to get. It's not for everyone, it's not for your average Tom, Dick and Harry, but when we're trying to be the best physically that we can be, it's so important that we stay on these reps, and that's exactly what you're going to see us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, finish it. That's it. That's it. Come on, let's fucking go now, Tom.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Nearly there. Strong. Press. Good. Good. Now we work. So that's our session wrapped up with the boy Tom. Another really good session, to be honest. We got PBs across the board. Focus was there. And I hope you guys managed to take something about having a training partner there, because I appreciate like 99% of people do train with a training partner. So there's a lot of things that you can be doing as a training partner to make your training partner, or the person that you're training with, have a better workout, and vice versa. And if you do start to invest a little bit into your training partner's progress, it's only going to mean more for your progress, because the more effort you put into someone, they're going to see that, and hopefully, unless they're a wanker, they're going to give it back to you, and you're going to have that ability to progress together. And that's something that me, Joe, and Tom have been doing. We've been vibing off each other, and there's also nothing wrong with a little bit of healthy rivalry. I think a really good thing about me, Tom, and Joe is that we're very, very, very good friends. There is no animosity to someone who's winning as such, who's the strongest. It's more just like, oh, come on then, boy, let's have a go then, let's have another go, let's have another go, and we keep chomping at each other's toes. And it's really, really important, I think, for people who are trying to progress, not only physically in the gym, but obviously being around those types of people, business-wise, mentality-wise, is super, super valuable. So if you haven't had a training partner for a while, like I haven't for 90% of my career, I can honestly say that if you find the right training partners or partner, you will get more out of it, and you will benefit from having it, because you've got someone to push you physically, mentally, you've got someone who you can offload to, you've got someone who you can count on to be there, and you've got someone who can take you through those ranges that potentially you can't get through yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the new videos. We've been putting a lot of effort into these, and I'm super stoked to bring you even more on the channel. So peace and love, everybody. We'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, because it helps the algorithm, and we'll see you soon. Peace, everybody.